Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. And for those who are new to my channel, my name is Cowell. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos. Okay? So let's start. You probably would have guessed what this video is all about based on the title. And for those who didn't know, I tested positive for COVID a month ago. So you'll probably watching this by the time I upload is gonna be like more than a month already. So yeah, so I decided to do my experiences when I had COVID basically. So I'm not dismissing any of the symptoms or experiences other people have when they have COVID. I'm solely basing this on my personal experience. Okay. So if you have any other symptoms or experiences when you had COVID, please don't forget to put it down in the comment below, okay? So we can compare, maybe your symptoms is worse than mine, or my symptoms are worse than yours, or you didn't have the symptoms that I have, or something like that. Okay, so let's start. So when I got tested for COVID, it's just a routine check at work. I didn't have any symptoms whatsoever at all. So it's just a routine check or something like that. So I wasn't really anxious about the whole test. I wasn't really anxious whether I had COVID or not because for me, I was feeling okay. I was fit and well. I'm not sure about the whole fit, but I feel well basically. So I got tested after work, and then the next day after the swab, I got the result. So I was like, oh no. So I got all this text from Track and Trace. I'll insert the picture now. So yeah, I didn't have any symptoms and all that. So obviously I had to isolate because I tested positive basically. So I have to call Mike as well, and I had to call work. I had to inform the university, so to tell them that I tested positive and all that stuff. So it was a very busy day basically. So when I informed everyone, I soon then got a lot of phone calls from work, from friends and family, from uni as well, Track and Trace, all the phone calls. It's just crazy with the amount of phone calls and text I got from Track and Trace as well. So yeah, and I did a lot of forms online as well for Track and Trace just to make sure that that they covered everything that I did on that day, where like who I'm living with, any places I've been to and stuff like that. So yeah. So after that, during that night when I got the result, I still don't have any symptoms. I just have like an itchy throat all the time. So I thought, because I get that all the time, I thought it's just one of my allergy thing. So I didn't really pay attention to it, something like that. So in the evening I was cooking, we had dinner, still no symptoms. And then the next day, I was cooking lunch, I think. And then I was like, okay, Mike, my partner, he was like, oh, that smells good. I was like, okay, so something is off. I can smell, but I wasn't really paying attention to it. So I can smell, but not like very strong. I couldn't smell that much. So like, okay, yeah, maybe not too bad, you know? Because I wasn't really paying attention to it. So when we were eating, I was like, ooh, so I thought I didn't just season the food very much. I didn't season it well. So I was like, ooh, I can barely taste this. So it's like, so I asked Mike whether I seasoned it properly and stuff like that, and it's like, yeah, it's all good. It's like, okay, so I get first. It's like, oh, maybe I'm starting to lose my taste. So I tried like smelling my perfume and some of the essential oils. I was like, oh, I can smell it, but only slight. So I told him that I think my symptoms are starting to show. Like I'm losing my sense of smell and taste. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. But aside from that, nothing. So by evening that day, this is the day I got the COVID result. That evening, I was cooking again, obviously, because Mike is working. He can work at home, obviously. So I was the one who's cooking. So by the evening, I was cooking again, still not paying attention to like the smell and taste. I was cooking, and then I was like, oh, he was like, that smells good. I was like, I cannot smell anything. I seriously cannot smell anything. So I was like, okay, so I stopped what I was doing, and then I smelled my perfume again, nothing. And then I smelled some of the essential oils we have for the diffuser, still nothing. I was like, oh. And then I told him, I can't smell anything. I can't smell anything. And then I tasted what I was cooking. I was like, I can't taste anything either. I was like, oh, okay. So I guess this is it. So I've lost my sense of smell and taste altogether now. So that night, because I couldn't really smell or taste anything, I didn't eat much basically. I think I only have a bit of food. Plus I wasn't that hungry anyway because we had like lunch. Yeah. So after that, the next symptom I got was I think after a few days I started to develop other symptoms as well. So I started to cough, but I wasn't coughing constantly if comparing it to my other patients that I've looked after who had COVID. I wasn't constantly coughing. So I was timing it in a way, or like observing like myself basically, as you would. I would be coughing maybe around 3 to 5 times per hour. I know, very specific, but yeah. So I was monitoring myself as well. The cough, so I will be coughing 3 to 5 times. So when I started coughing, I took cough medications. It's one of those, I guess, 3 times a day. It's just to relieve the itchiness in my throat, so that it kind of relieved the coughing a bit, but then it would start again, the whole coughing. So I would do that. I struggled with that, especially at night, because it was difficult to sleep basically. So after that, my back started hurting, because although I wasn't coughing a lot, it was the way I was coughing, it was dry cough, plus I was coughing forcefully. So I was exerting a lot of effort to cough, even though I wasn't coughing like constantly, you know. So my back started hurting, and then I started feeling tired after a few days, and then obviously still no smell or taste. So I feel tired because of the coughing. I would cough a lot during the night, still not constantly coughing, but it was very difficult. And then after a few days, I couldn't sleep. I started having difficulty sleeping, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be very difficult, because obviously when you're sick, you have to have rest so you can recover quickly, and not having enough sleep is very difficult. And obviously, since I'm battling a virus or tackling a virus, something like that, I have to get a lot of rest, and obviously to help me recover with the whole virus thing. And I wasn't getting any sleep, so I probably would sleep like I would struggle to sleep, but when I went off to sleep, I would sleep like an hour or 2 hours max, and then I would wake up. Then I would struggle to go back to sleep. And then if I sleep, I would wake up again, like maybe after half an hour or after an hour. And that happened like constantly during the end of the first week I've had COVID, and the next week after that. So I wasn't sleeping very well basically, and that's taking a lot of toll on me and on my body as well. So I felt like constantly tired, constantly sleepy, and I was grateful that I wasn't working at home like Mike, because if I was gonna be working at home, I would have struggled. Also, it would be impossible for me to work at home anyway. But yeah, so I was really struggling. So in the morning, I would be very tired, very sleepy. So whenever I feel sleepy, I would try to go to sleep just to catch up some sleep that I've lost during the night. And also in the afternoon, if I feel sleepy, anytime I feel sleepy, I just try and get some sleep. Although I wouldn't be sleeping that long, probably would sleep around half an hour to an hour, and then I would just wake up. So yeah, so that happened constantly. And then after a week of not sleep, like after the first week of testing positive, I started getting headaches, like really bad headaches. It felt like I had hangover, that kind of headache. I felt like I had hangover all the time. Like when I wake up, my head would just be hurting, so I would take paracetamol. Then I would take my cough tablets, medications as well. So I was, yeah, constantly headache, and it was very difficult to function because of the headache, like constant headaches I have, and still the coughing. And then when after a week my coughing, well, kind of subsided, probably because of the cough medications that I've been having, but the headache and the insomnia, I guess, in a way, because I couldn't sleep. So it's just headache and insomnia. I wasn't sure what's the cause of the headaches. Maybe because I wasn't having enough sleep, and because of that I started having headaches. So I was, yeah, constantly having headaches, and I think it lasted for more than a week that I had that feeling of hangover, even though I wasn't drinking, because obviously I cannot drink any alcoholic drinks because I was on medications. Plus, I really couldn't taste anything. So I was constantly drinking a lot of water just to hydrate myself and to flush any bad stuff really out of my body, out of my system. So yeah, it was a very challenging time for me. I wasn't eating much, although I was still cooking. So I was still cooking even though I could smell or taste. But I would season it, and then Mike would taste whether it's right or I need more seasoning, and then I would ask him to season it just in case, you know. So yeah, I mean, that's my whole experience. A month post COVID, how am I feeling now? At the moment, I still feel tired, still not sleeping that well, I guess, in a way. So I would still be waking up around 4 or 5 in the morning, and then I would struggle to go back to sleep. I'm back to work now. I've been back to work, I guess, for 3 weeks. Today is the third week that I've been back to work. Yeah, something like that, I guess. Or I've been back, yeah. So it's more than a month already. So yeah, I've been back to work already, and I still struggle to sleep. I still feel tired all the time. Not sure if that's work related or COVID related, but sleeping is, I still struggle to sleep like very well. I would wake up 4 or 5 in the morning, maybe 2 or 3 in the morning, and then struggle to go back to sleep, and then I would wake up again, obviously to go to work, but I would wake up around 5. So I would wake up frequently, basically in the middle of the night. I don't know why though, but yeah, and then struggle to go back to sleep. and then obviously because since I'm working long hours as well, struggle to obviously I'm tired from work, and then struggling to sleep as well. It doesn't really help. Yeah, I guess that's all of my experience with COVID. So if you've had COVID as well, share your experience with me. Hit in the comment down below. Let me know what symptoms and what are your experiences when you have COVID. If you have any opinions or something to say, please don't hesitate to put it down in the comment section below. And if you haven't yet, please follow me on Instagram, which is Cowell_Chan, and on my Facebook page, which is Cowell_Travel. So I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you find it informative in a way. So all the things that I've said today is just based on my experience. So I'm not dismissing any symptoms or experiences that other people had. These are all just my personal experiences, okay? Stay safe, everyone, and I hope you are well. Thank you.